A Jackson woman and her family have faced many struggles, but you would never know it just walking inside her gym, Twisted Fitness. Her son almost died in a car crash. Around the same time, Laquita Sanders was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. March 5th, 2021, she got a phone call. That's every mother's nightmare.
A gentleman called me and he was like, Miss Sanders, he said, your son D has been involved in an accident. And when he said it, I think my whole life just changed at that moment.
Laquita Sanders said a car hit his truck near her house.
When I got there, he was holding his head down. And my husband told me to don't touch him. And I'm like, why can't I touch my son? And all I remember after that is them putting him in the ambulance, and blood was dripping from his head, and I started screaming, where's that blood coming from? And I'm sorry. This has been emotional. It's been, yeah. And when we finally got to the hospital, the doctors told me that he's not gonna live, and if he did, he wouldn't walk again.
Laquita prayed he couldn't breathe on his own, but eventually started to recover and refused to stay in the hospital bed.
Put him down.
He rehabilitated at her gym and on May 24, 2021, decided to walk on his own.
I told her that I was going to try to walk on my own today, and at the time, her and my dad was using two separate vehicles because I had a wheelchair and my dad had the truck. And she went to my dad's truck to get the wheelchair. She turned around, I was out of the car.
All the stress of her son's injuries was a trigger for the autoimmune disease lupus. She was diagnosed 2 months after her son's wreck. And this year, she had a flare-up and stroke.
My little TIA, or whatever you want to call it, my mini stroke, was caused by a blood clot that was in my lungs.
It's all been life-changing for this bodybuilder.
But it has really been a challenge, you know, being a muscle girl, and then next thing I know, here I am, you know, no muscles, I've gained weight, you know, from all the steroids and stuff that they're pumping in you. But now I'm on my way back to getting back fit. So, and it won't take time because I know my body.
Some days she cannot move and the pain is just unbearable. But she and her son remind each other to keep going and to stay strong. And it is Lupus Awareness Month. Tomorrow on the Morning Sip at 6 a.m. I'll tell you about events to help lupus patients, and we'll also be working out at Twisted Fitness.